They'll be calling you a radical. I got a lot to talk about the trip to DC. I'm leaving tomorrow, but this trumps everything. This is so heartbreaking. It puts it all into perspective. This morning I get up and Brittany passed away yesterday. And I got to tell you, wow, so emotional. What an incredible young woman. She won the good fight. There's no doubt in my mind that Fukushima gave her cancer. And I want to talk about this. This is how it goes down. But the way she handled it, wow. The ultimate human rights activist? Absolutely. What a powerful, powerful, powerful young woman. Her light will shine for 1,000 years. Human rights activist, I put it all in perspective. I got up this morning fighting with these guys in the desert, fighting with all these Utah environmental poisoners. I mean, just this uphill, incredible fight that it's impossible to win. This nightmare that we've created in the United States. And then I saw this. She was in my sight. I want people to understand these cancers from Fukushima, this is how they play. There's no saving so many. They attack you, boom, it's over. The way she handled this as an activist, as a person, as a woman, wow. It's so heartbreaking. 29 years old. 29 years old. That's how these things go down. When it attacked me, I was 51. Attacked me, tumors in my gut. One day perfectly healthy, just like her. Next day, boom, on. I was in that. She did the right thing. She absolutely did more than the right thing. She showed the playbook. When I was a young college student here many, many, many years ago, we had this English writing professor. I started out as as an art major, a writer. And he made us write about euthanasia. And I'll never forget it. He still teaches here. He says, I'm going to make you students write about this because it's something you will not think about maybe until you have to think about it. I want to tell everybody, so many of you are going to have to think about it. I've watched this death in my face so many times. When I was in the hospital, I was in so much pain. I said, I can't go down. I've told my doctors, I've had this conversation with my doctors hundreds of times. I can't go down this way. I'm not strong enough. I've watched it. Death from these diseases, these radioactive, nuclear, man-made death machines called Fukushima, they're horrible fucking ways to die. Horrible, horrible, horrible. They win the good fight. They win the good fight. They win. All my friends, Carla, Paul, I've watched so many of them go. So many of them go. It's horrible. I mean, what happened to this young woman, it freaking absolutely breaks my heart. And I want people to understand, I could give a fuck what the fucking trolls think. I could give a fuck what the fucking rats. I could give a fuck whatever. You know, people like Michael Hastings, people like Aaron Swartz, people like I am Pat fucking Tillman. Brittany. Look, when a person's life is a person's life, really, you think the choice is a family member, whatever. No, this is your life. These are our lives. These are, you want to talk personally. I mean, I'm in there going in and out of a coma, and I tell my dad, I'm in so much pain. I'm like, juice me, juice me. And he's like, Kevin, no, there's hope for you. There's hope for you. No, fight up. There was no hope for you, and people think there's a cure for cancer. There's not. There's no doubt in my mind that Fukushima gave this beautiful, incredible, 29 years old. She did everything right. Including the way her life ended. She did it right. I think she didn't lose the good fight. This is how you win the good fight. I'm surely not good enough. I was given 2 months to live. Her cancer much worse than my cancer. Much, much worse. Obviously. Mine was bad. Really bad. And I fought it and fought it and fought it. People come to me, oh, here's this cure, here's it. Really? You're going to tell me? You're going to tell me? The type of cancer I had was considered incurable not very long ago. Less than 1%. And they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me. I had a guy yesterday hand me a thing. They're going to tell me because they've never had it. So many people, like so many of you, so many people out there are going to go down with this disease. She didn't have it very long. Perfectly healthy one day, boom. There's no doubt in my mind Fukushima killed her. She did the right thing. I saw that this morning, and I tell you, it put it so much in perspective. It so broke me down. You know, I had another video all planned on, you know, Apple going to issue a bond in euros and not dollars today, and we're going to talk about the Million Masked Man March. I land in DC tomorrow. I get there at 5:15 at Reagan. I'm staying right on New Hampshire, right there near the White House. I hope John can pick me up. I land at Reagan at 5:15 on American. Our activists, as human rights activists, really, it's not about regurgitation. It's not about, you know, a YouTube video. It's not, I mean, we physically represent who we are. Maybe by default, yeah. You know, we didn't choose it, it chose us, just like her. You think that she really wanted to be an advocate for euthanasia? Honestly? But she was thrown so evilly and so horribly and so sadly into that fight. She took that fight. She took the good fight and she fought it, and she fought it, and she fought it. She died with dignity. These euthanasia laws should exist in every single freaking state. I was there. There's no way to go down. It's horrible. And I watched Paul go, my really lifelong best friend. He was so powerful and strong. I watched Carla go. I watched Tracy go. I watched so many. I watched my father go. It's horrible. It's horrible. Her cancer? Oh. There's no doubt in my mind Fukushima gave her freaking cancer. Human rights activists, the greatest I've ever seen. Ever. Ever. Brittany. She was in our slide a few times. Wow. I think it needs to put everything into perspective of what we are, who we are, and what we do as we walk this walk. This is the good fight. What I do every single day from the time I get up till I go to bed, and even when I'm asleep, is simply the good fight. Since 3/11/11? No, since October 13th, 2011, the day I got a stomach ache, thought I had food poisoning. Every single moment is the good fight. Every fiber of my DNA and my being, you know, set into posture and groomed because of the death of my father. I was in it, but yeah, I ate, slept, drank it. Now I sleep with it. There's a reason I was spared. I don't know why, I don't know how. Because my purity had finished. Wasn't pure enough. Wasn't good enough to be taken. Got a lot of work. The voice, the light speaks through me. Make no mistake about it. No mistake. Every word that pours out of my mouth, every fiber of my being, every step that I take, up and down the Pacific Ocean, in San Francisco, in Diablo Canyon, in San Diego, in Knoxville, Tennessee, Megan Rice, in New York City, in Washington, D.C. Every single step is the good fight. Every single step is the good fight. Wow, what a powerful woman. Gotta tell you, you maybe can think about and understand so many of you people that have watched this and gone through this with loved ones, but it is our lives. These are incredibly personal choices. She made a difference. Oh, her light will shine for 1,000 years. Wow, did she make a difference. I never had anybody handle death so powerfully and make such an incredible difference. Wow. Wow, how about that? Wow. Simplified.